You were following the proceedings in the court, and Chibarama admitted before cameras that he didn't know what was in the affidavits he filed. He said that people brought written affidavits, and they only told him on a gunpoint that you sign here. So he was even being asked about issues he had raised in his own affidavit, and he was not aware of those issues. And this was on TV. It is on record. It is on court record. This is not what you normally call imaginary thinking. It happened, and it is on court record that Mr. Chibarama admitted before the judge that he was not aware of what was contained in his own affidavit. Then he even said that he was asked, I remember, about the lawyers that brought that affidavit. Then he mentioned the certain law firm. Then the following day, that same law firm appeared on TV and denied it. They said that they have never been in any deal with Mr. Chibarama. So as NUP, that's why when the judge said they dismissed a court case with costs, we said we are not going to ask any money from Chibarama, because as far as we know, we don't have any problem with Chibarama and his team. Because you see, Chibarama allowed us to be in his party in good faith. We agreed with him, and there was nothing wrong, and there was no rift between us and Chibarama until the state interested itself in the same matter. And I've told you, as Mr. Bwenje, Mr. Bwenje has got his own version of the background as like why the state was motivated to do so. But I also said that because the state wanted to divert us from that continued struggle, continued agitation of wanting to look at President Museveni's academic credentials. That was the time when the struggle to look at his academic credentials had intensified. So in order for them to divert us, now they dragged us into these court issues with an intention, with intentions I've mentioned. But Mr. Banyaji, for the fact, and my fellow comrades in the struggle know that we are not going to get leadership on the silver plate. I told them, yes, we can jubilate a bit, we can smile a bit, but we should not celebrate, because we have won one battle. But the big war is, you see, a war has got very many battles. This one is just one of them. But the state is not seated down. A few days ago, they came and attacked us at our headquarters. They took our campaign materials. They took our T-shirts. They took our money. They arrested our 45 people. They are in the cells now on account of, supporting Kyagulanyi. Just that. So don't think, as John was saying, that the state has not interested itself in disorganizing us. I told you 3 weeks ago, I was in Kanungu. Our boys were arrested in Kanungu for just putting up posters. They were putting up posters for Kyagulanyi and some other parliamentary candidates in Kanungu, in Chihihi. They were arrested on orders of Deputy RDC, and they were arrested they spent a week in police cells. So we had to go there, negotiate, pay money, those things. So Mr. John and the other people who think like John, that the state hasn't interested in itself in disorganizing us, that is a total lie. The state has always schemed, it is planning on, and you see all its efforts are now are now on how they can disorganize us because they fear us. By the way, right on, Mr. Kyagulanyi has always told us that the state fears us more than we fear them. But okusinga ngabwe tubatya achogera mu Ruganda, he sometimes speaks it in Ruganda and my Ruganda is not good. So I want to tell you that the state was fully interested, in charge of the same case you're talking about, and for us the winning was not against we have not won this battle against Chibarama. No, we have won this battle against the state.
Okay,
because
let me
for example, John told a small lie. I don't know whether it is a small lie or he told some lies. When he said that Chibarama met the CDF when the case had already been fired, and that's not true, because Chibarama was on court record. He was before cameras, and he said that for him, he was at his home, seated, enjoying his life normally. Some gentlemen appeared with affidavits. Then they took him to the CDF. From there, he has never been at his home. He even pleaded with court to give him security, to secure his freedom. He was so nobody can tell us that Chibarama went to the CDF to seek for security when he was crying before court that he was confined in the press, of course, which he didn't tell us, but he was not free. He told the court that he needed his freedom back.
Okay, let me get to the lifeline of the show. On our social media, Facebook, Tabaro, Ivan, you're saying you thank us for the show. It was a brilliant decision by court because if he sold the party, then why would he again want to put complex terms? You're listening in Pato Tipo, you're listening in from Uganda. Winning the case was a great achievement.
That's also not true. Before you proceed, we have never bought a party. You see, there is this propaganda of NRM going around telling people that we bought a party. You cannot buy a political party. We joined the political party like any other person, and we are running a party according to the constitution. So it is not true that we bought a party. So that person is sending a message and saying that Chibarama sold the party, and he is trying to insinuate, he was painting the picture that we bought a party, we paid the money, and we bought a party. A party cannot be bought.
Let me, Queen Ilo, Mwebas, you're saying, as our president said, it was a bogus case. The junta, I'll give you an opportunity. Okay, the junta hid the judge Moses Sekana in State House for some time. Let's listen to social media feedback. One was to show the public that the court is independent by judging in favor of the opponent. Two, to make the public believe that instead of a court case, can be judged through email. Thank you so much. Then Benjamin, you're saying Justice Musa Sekana's judgment was right. And this is to try to bring out the judicial independence in the country. I think the new Chief Justice tenure will be different from the former. Clergy Mike Trump, you're saying, I knew prior that the CJ would rule in favor of NUP. Because we, as opposition, surely don't believe Bobi Wine would be in opposition to the fact that at first you were fighting against Dr. Bisji. Thank you. Junior Nwabi, you're tuned from Kazo. You're saying, for sure, this ruling showed a good picture for Uganda's government. Wycliffe Sadio, you're thanking us for the show. Wish the whole justice system had a man like Justice Musa Sekana. Thank you so much. Kamenyo Richard, you're saying this was what we call justice, and we need more of that justice in our country. Listening in from Uganda. Darren Asher, you're saying you're listening from Kazo. The ruling, the High Court depicted a good picture to the NUP people and their officials because it meant there was no bribes and people should have democracy, people power. Then Matthias Major, you say you're listening in from Kashaka. The ruling was in order because I think that the court decided that please, if you're writing, write something that is really clear so that we can be able to put the message across. But I thank you, example J, Devin Collins, Kamenyo Richard, Dalia Sangumia, and Ivan Wamanya. You're listening in from Chagaju. And for sure, when I sell you, oh well, you're getting into different things. Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Bwenje, you want to give us some...
To state that, let's assume that the party was indeed bought. Now, where is the evidence? Section 10, subsection 5 of the Contracts Act, number 7 of 2010, provides that every contract the value of whose subject matter is above 500,000 must be in writing. Now, this was a contract to the tune of 18.5 billion, but none of the parties can even state or even show a one-page document showing the transaction in question. So that shows us that even if the contract was oral, it is not enforceable because a political party is not for sale. It's not a commodity in a supermarket. So, and of course, I actually am also not happy that the judge didn't resolve these issues. Okay, because I hope that surely the judge will try to tackle the question as to whether really indeed the party was sold and bought.
But Mr. Wanyaji,
let's get to the calls 075291 to call us and join the discussion. Also on 0780912910. Call us and talk to us about the ruling of NUP before Justice Musa Sekana. Tell us what you think on this matter. Cruz FM, good morning.
Good morning, Cruz.
Hello?
Hello. Good morning, Wanyaji.
Yes, what's your name and where you call
from? Speaking with my J256 here in Kakoba, Bishop Stewart.
Yes, please.
First of all, I want to thank Bwenje. His points were clear. The image is having that Bishop Stewart should come and clear it. Bwenje, hope you have heard.
Thank you so much. 0752912912, 0780912910. Call us and tell us what you think on the ruling before the High Court Judge Musa Sekana. In the case of Chibalama, others versing Bobi Wine. Cruz FM, good morning. 0752912912, 0780912910. Cruz FM, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, please, you're on the big sick.
Yeah, this is Amos Ale in Kyagulanyi.
Yes, please.
I think the court ruling was fair to the NUP side, and I think everything was done in the favor of NUP because Chibarama.
Cruz FM, good morning.
Yes, Banyaji.
Yes, please.
My name is Tumbule Brian and I'm calling from Buchiro Kashari.
Yes, Brian.
So on the ruling, I think it was just out of shame the government and the regime looked for what to maybe to lie people and portray that they are good, but elections will not end. That is my thinking.
Thank you so much. The big seed, good morning.
Olirota Banyaji.
Ndirejesha niwe.
Oguncheze never sumana teruma mashero. Ibani intensa nti otkwera yasazira mu musango kurigera abhamu bwabire buruhu. Kibarama azirigem. Kandi kwera yasazira mu musango erikugwera rubazo rwa Bobi Wine nagweka umuramuza kabata shike.
Yeah, but I'm not. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back. Good morning.